So what grade are you all in? First grade. Okay. Well, my name is Robert Wittenberg, and I am the state representative that represents Oak Park, Berkeley, Huntington Woods, Ferndale, Hazel Park, Pleasant Ridge, and Royal Oak Township. So I represent those 7 communities in our capital in Lansing. And I went to school here. And I went here when it was only 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It was just a middle school. So it's changed a little bit since I was here. But I wanted to come today, since March is reading month, I wanted to read a book to you and obviously encourage you guys to continue reading throughout this year and for the rest of your lives. It's so important. I wouldn't be where I am today without, reading as much as I do. So what I want to do is I'll read this book and then I'll answer any questions that you have if that works for all of you. So the book we're going to read is called Do Unto Otters. Has anyone read this before? There's a few that have read it. Okay, good. And this is an author, Lori Keller, who's from here in Michigan. So we'll go through it and then I'll answer any questions you have. So we have the rabbit hopping through the forest here. Doody-doo, doody-doo, doody-doo. Doody-doo, doody-doo, doody-donk. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. We're your new neighbors, the Otters. Otters? Otters. My new neighbors are otters? I don't know anything about otters. What if we don't get along? And here you have the rabbit saying, pesky otters, and the otters saying, lousy rabbit.
Lousy rabbit.
Mr. Rabbit, I know an old saying. Do unto otters as you would have otters do unto you. Well, what does that mean? It simply means treat otters the same way you'd like otters to treat you. Treat otters the same way I'd like otters to treat me? How would I like otters to treat me? How would I, the rabbit, like otters to treat me? Well, I'd like otters to be friendly, a cheerful hello, a nice smile, and good eye contact, all part of being friendly. Friendliness is very important to me, especially after my last neighbor, Mrs. Grr. Jeez, yeah, that's probably why her name is Mrs. Grr. She wasn't the friendliest name. I'd like otters to be polite. They should know when to say please. You, Mr. Rabbit, would you please return my ball there? Pretty please with carrots on top. And then you can say please in some different languages here. For Spanish, it's por favor. In French, it's s'il vous plaît. In German, it's bitte. Japanese, it's kudasai. Say the magic word, and I'll turn these clams into $1 million. And the magic word rhymes with cheese. Yes. They should know when to say thank you. So there's thank you in a few different languages. In Spanish, it's gracias. In French, it's merci. German, it's dankeschön. And Japanese, it's arigato. Did you say please or cheese? And they should know when to say excuse me. Excuse me for interrupting your reading, but I heard you say please, not cheese.
What about the languages?
The languages, these I don't really know how to pronounce. Yeah, you don't want me to try to pronounce these. We'll do it another time. You want me to try it? Oh man. Okay, for Spanish it's dispensame. For French it's pardonnez-moi. For German it's entschuldigen Sie. And Japanese it's sumimasen. Not easy. So believe me, okay. Otters should be honest. That means they should keep their promises. My word is as good as gold fish. They should not lie. I never lie. It makes my whiskers itch. And they shouldn't cheat. Cheating makes my whiskers itch too. I wonder if I should see a doctor. I'd like otters to be considerate. You know, being a good listener, asking before borrowing something, not littering, being patient, caring for all creatures, both big and small, opening the door for someone, being on time, respecting the elderly, helping neighbors untangle their ears. That must be for rabbits. I don't think any of you can tangle your ears. It's always good to have a considerate neighbor. It wouldn't hurt otters to be kind. Everyone appreciates a kind act, no matter how bad it smells. And you have the otter giving the rabbit some fish. And what's that? Oh, and what's that word? Cooperate. Otters should learn to cooperate. And you have the doctor come in and say, did someone say operate? It's cooperate, to work well together. And the otters are down here saying, we know how to cooperate. I see otters like to play. I hope they know how to play fair. And here are the otters' rules for fair play. Be a good sport, play by the rules, include everyone, and take turns. I'd like it if we could share things. Our favorite books, Harry Otter and Goldilocks and the Three Hares. Our favorite activities, Otter Totter, Go Fish, and their favorite treats. And you have the rabbit given a carrot pizza and the otter giving fish with ice cream on it. Yeah. I hope otters, let's listen up, I hope otters won't tease me about my doody-doo song, my extra-large swim fins, my bad hair days. I hope otters won't tease anyone about anything. And down here they're saying teasing is mean. It's the worst. It's worse than having a clam snap shut on your nose. I think otters should apologize when they do something wrong, and I hope they can be forgiving when I do something wrong. I'm sorry I used your ear as a tissue. I'm sorry I called you snotter. So there, that's how I like otters to treat me. You see, Mr. Rabbit, I told you it was simple. Right, just doody-doody-do onto otters as you would have otters doody-do onto you. The end. That a good book? All right. So yeah, any questions that you have? So real quick. So